Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Today, we're diving under the hood of a hot topic, the electric vehicle market. As you know, car dealers are the pulse of the automotive industry, and their reluctance to embrace EVs is telling. The stakes are high, and the return on investment is uncertain, especially given the recent turbulence in the market. General Motors, GM in particular, seems to be feeling the shockwaves. So buckle up as we explore 5 reasons why GM is reeling from its own dealers branding it as unreliable due to its EV debacle. Let's kick things off with reason number 5, GM's buyout bonanza for reluctant EV dealers. GM has been offering buyouts to dealers reluctant to align with their electrification plans, but the response has been unexpectedly large. Buick, a brand yet to offer a single EV, has been particularly affected. GM, America's largest car maker, has seen its Buick dealer count drop by 1,000, nearly half of its total dealerships nationwide. This is largely due to GM's recent commitment to go fully electric by the end of this decade, prompting many dealers to opt for the voluntary buyout GM offered, costing the company over $1 billion. GM's aggressive push towards electrification has put dealers in a bind. To qualify to sell EVs, dealers had to invest between $300,000 and $400,000 in charging stations, specialized tools, and training. These are significant investments with uncertain returns. GM wanted Buick dealers to align with their new strategy immediately, despite Buick not offering a single EV in North America. For many dealers, the logical choice was to step back from selling Buick vehicles. However, they can still sell vehicles from other GM brands. This trend has been observed with Cadillac dealers, but won't be the case with Chevrolet, GM's most popular brand. Chevy dealers have no out, as GM expects them to fully embrace EVs. Reason number 4, the end of the EV Markup Era. In recent years, dealers have tripled their profits due to a shortage of high-demand models, including EVs. However, the tide is turning. The supply-demand dynamics for EVs have shifted significantly over the past year. EVs are no longer the sought-after commodity they once were, and dealer inventories are now overflowing with them. Selling EVs has proven to be more challenging than their gas-powered counterparts. They're more expensive, come with higher insurance premiums, and the charging infrastructure is still underdeveloped. Furthermore, many buyers are still familiarizing themselves with the new technology, which prolongs the purchase decision process. This sentiment is echoed by GM dealers. For instance, Buzz Smith, a former Chevy salesman turned EV dealer instructor, noted that selling an EV typically requires 4 visits, each an hour long, before a customer decides to buy. This equates to a 75% pay cut for salesmen. This explains the dealer's reluctance towards EVs. They can no longer profit significantly from them, and selling an EV requires more time and effort. Before we shift gears to reason number 3, do us a favor and smash that like button and subscribe. This helps our video reach more petrol heads like you. Now let's get back on track. Here's reason number 3. Some GM EVs miss out on incentives. The government has been incentivizing the electrification process, but this year brought changes. The administration is now focusing on supporting domestic manufacturing and reducing dependence on China for EV components and minerals. Consequently, 21 electric vehicles, including some GM models, are no longer eligible for incentives, complicating the EV transition. The new rule mandates that 60% of an EV's battery must be built in North America, and at least 50% of the minerals used in batteries must come from the US or certain trade partners. Otherwise, there's no federal tax credit. However, popular models like the Bolt EV and Bolt EUV remain eligible for the tax credit. Models like the Chevy Blazer EV and Cadillac Lyriq, along with the luxurious GMC Hummer pickup and SUV, are not. GM expects to resolve these issues and make the Lyriq and Blazer EV, as well as upcoming models like the Equinox EV and Optiq, eligible for incentives soon by making changes to its supply chain. GM also assured that future prospects, the Silverado EV and Sierra EV, will be eligible for the tax credit. To offset the loss of the tax credit, GM will provide $7,500 incentives on its EVs, ensuring this change won't impact EV buyers. Reason number 2, the reliability riddle of EVs. Like many manufacturers, GM is grappling with the reliability of EVs. While theoretically simpler and hence more reliable and cost-effective to run, new electric cars represent a technology that's still in its infancy. Engineers need more time to iron out the kinks, so it's not surprising that a recent survey by Consumer Reports shows that EVs cause 80% more problems than their gas-powered counterparts. The culprits are many, but they mostly stem from batteries and their integration with the vehicle's software. In GM's case, things seem even more challenging, as software issues extend to other aspects of the vehicles as well, including infotainment systems, advanced drive assist systems, etc. Once again, it appears that an over-reliance on high-tech features isn't ideal. The latest EV models, like the Cadillac Lyriq and Chevy Blazer EV, are particularly impacted, so much so that the company was even forced to halt production until it resolves the issues. Meanwhile, numerous models are languishing at dealerships, awaiting repairs that can last weeks. On one hand, we have new owners in despair. On the other, we have technicians who can't complete service and repair, as no one knows how to pinpoint the source of the problem. Reason number 1, some investments are on hold. The EV transition isn't proceeding as GM anticipated, with customers still favoring traditional gas-powered vehicles. Given the lower-than-expected sales and various other challenges causing financial drain, it's unsurprising that GM has had to revise its plans. Several investments have been postponed due to insufficient funds. One of the major delayed investments is the Toledo plant, initially slated to produce the first EV drive units in the US. This $760 million investment has been postponed, with production likely to commence in the last quarter of this year instead of the first. Another significant delay is the production of the all-electric Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra at the Orion Assembly Plant in Michigan, which currently employs 1,300 workers. The initial plan was to cease production of the Bolt EV and EUV by the end of 2023, and then start production of the Silverado EV and Sierra EV. However, the production of these new pickups has been postponed. The company is aligning its capital investment with EV demand to enhance profitability, resulting in production not starting until late 2025, despite original plans for this year. Meanwhile, Orion Assembly employees have been offered roles at other Michigan facilities, such as the Factory Zero Detroit Hamtramck Assembly Plant. Thanks for tuning in to Piston Pundit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop with the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.